important was TMI for the country? It was very important. It was a fundamental break. Before TMI, there were 250 nukes that were in the process of being licensed. 100 plus were canceled in the year or two immediately after.
What happened here was profound. It was the first and at that time, the worst commercial nuclear meltdown in the United States. And until Chernobyl, and then subsequently Fukushima, it was the worst worldwide. And so it's important to understand what happened here. It's important to understand those who became very engaged, learned what happened, learned how to have a say in what was going on in this community and surrounding communities at that particular time.
This year is the 40 years anniversary in Three Mile Island. Fukushima is just 8 years. I just imagine after 32 years later in Fukushima, what is the situation in Fukushima? Three Mile Island situation in Fukushima, there are many similar points. For example, invisible situation, isolated people. Many people forget the very severe situation. We should archiving historical facts, something that. So then I like to work together with the Three Mile Island people and they realize we are not alone.
We need to look at technology beyond just the nuts and bolts and concrete that make it and realize the ramifications on the people. And TMI had thousands of people evacuate and half of the community within 10 miles was gone within 5 years. They just left. So those social disruptions that can rarely occur, but when they do are massive, are really not factored into decision making. And I hope that the Harrisburg community and the Penn State community will cause people to think outside the box and recognize that.